Old maps were printed generally using one of three processes: woodblock, copperplate engraving, or later on lithography. Woodblock is like a rubber stamp with the design raised up from the block. Copperplate is the opposite of that, with the design cut into a metal plate, and lithography has ink on a flat plate. The fancy terms for these are relief, intaglio, and planographic. With a woodblock, once you have it cut, and it has to be mirror image so it will print right, the printing process is very simple. You just ink it and press it down onto a piece of paper, and there's your map. The woodblock process lost popularity and by 1600 had been pretty much replaced by copperplate engraving. And one of the reasons probably is because it was very difficult to make corrections on a woodblock. You had to carve a new section, then you had to cut out the old section from the block, bolt the new section into place, and make sure it lined up properly. It sounds like a lot of work to me. Here's a map of the Western Hemisphere by Sebastian Münster from about 1550. It's a woodblock. As you see, it has kind of a crude angular look to it. Cutting a woodblock was not easy. Because wood had grain, it was difficult to carve a smooth, curving, flowing line. And that probably has something to do with the look of this particular map. It's interesting geographically because it shows a somewhat misshapen North America, which is very narrow in the northeast. That's because of a mistaken sighting by Italian explorer Giovanni Verrazzano, who was sailing in 1524 near the Carolina banks, looked across some of the islands and saw water on the opposite side and assumed it was a great Western Ocean. But he did not investigate, so that mistake crept onto maps such as this one. Other things of interest off the west coast of North America is the island of Zipangi, which is Japan badly misplaced. Also, there's a large ship in the Pacific, which is supposed to represent Magellan's ship, the Victoria.